right, we're trying to survive in the bush with nothing but a shovel, all right? Check it out, we're out here, free as a bird, but we're gonna survive, what, how long? I don't know, fuck, how long? Maybe 24 hours, 36 hours? Let's go 24, let's aim for it. Let's see how we do. What we're gonna do is we're gonna clear a little bit of this bushland. I've picked a spot just over here. We're gonna clear through this, just behind this pandanus here, all right? Now, what we have to do is we have to survive with no water, no tools, no food, and just a shovel. Well, kind of just a shovel. Let's have a look at what we've got here. All right, guys, we've got a little entrenching tool is what it's really called. So we can muck around with it and we can dig holes with it and we can do heaps of stuff with it, all right? But that's it, that's all we've got. So, let's get into it. All right, so we've been walking around, we finally found a spot here. So I want to show you guys, we're gonna start clearing it out. But through here we've got pretty much everything that we need, right? So we've got a lot of vines, we've got a lot of stuff, a lot of thorns really. We've got a lot of pandanus, which will keep us hydrated for just a little while until we can find water. We can start clearing all of this ground out, dig it all out, maybe get a little pad footing down, have a comfy little house, maybe start a little shack. We've got a lot of vines here for tying things together. I reckon this is a great spot. I reckon I'm going to start here. Okay, I'm going to start clearing it out and start getting a little bit of a shelter built up here. But you can see it's quite rocky, pretty crappy ground. So what I'll do is I'll clear all this out and I'll probably come back to you guys. But underneath it's good. So we can clear all this out, get rid of all these vines. We can use these vines later actually. Alright, we'll save them for a bit later on, because those things are sharp as hell. We don't want them in our little shelter. There we go. No, they're sharp. Alright, let's just place them over here for now. Alright. But so, whilst I'm pulling all of this stuff out here and clearing out the ground, probably getting rid of some of this pandanus isn't going to stay because you can see we're sweating up a storm, but we've got all this pandanus here. This is kind of why we're setting up here. Now, there should be quite a bit of water in the ground here. But we don't have any water to drink yet. We're in survival mode, but we've got to keep our fluids up, and working like this is not going to work very well. So, drilling on the ends of these will actually, well, it'll fill you up. It'll actually keep you hydrated to a certain extent. You're not going to be able to keep your fluids up just by eating these, but they will help. So I'm going to keep chewing on these every now and again, have a break, because we don't have any water yet. So. Beauty, it's already looking better. Alright. Beautiful. Oh, that looks 10 times better already. Now the same length of where I can lie down. Perfect. Alright. So we can I thought that would stick into the ground then. But we're going to go and find some fronds, some large leaves. I've seen some palm trees around. And we're going to start trying to get some gear together. We've got some pretty awesome natural structures all around here. All these dead trees. Not very strong. But it'd be very handy to just rip them down and use it as firewood, say. We've got paper bark here, which we know be a great source to start our fires. So having that right at camp, bloody ripper. Then you've got your pandanus that we can eat and drink, And I'm sure that if you look right here, and we come around here and actually dig through this thorny mess of pandanus, where little Dolkin is right now, we'll actually be able to find water if we dig down far enough. So lucky we chose a shovel for that job. And guess what? I've got little cuts and scratches. We got a little milkwood tree over here, which we'll talk about a little bit later on. So we're pretty sweet. So for now, plan of attack, let's get a roof on. All right, I reckon that'll probably do for now. Let's head off and get some fronds or something that we can make as a roof. Maybe try and start making some paths through the bush so we're not always walking through this crap all the time. So this is what I'm talking about right here. This is what we're after. Check it out. So just down here we've got all the leaves that they're dropping. Let's grab a few of these, take them back to camp, and get a roof on for the night. All right, so everything fell apart. All right. I think I'm gonna actually do this properly. We don't really need a serious structure because we really just want a bit of a shady spot that we can set up and get out of the sun, and we can kind of just try and keep hydrated. Yeah, it's work in progress, but attempt one, failure. Jeez. I think a wasp just bit me on the face, or stung me on the face. God, that sting! God damn. All right. All right, I don't know if you guys can see this, but this is the shelter that we started making. It's fallen apart once, all right? You can see my face is kind of looking a bit rough and ragged. Well, that's because there is a wasp nest in this tree right behind us that I have just recently found. And yeah, it did a number on me. So, failure number one, camp fell apart. Failure number two, wasp nest. But check out what I've done so far, guys. We've got a little structure up here. The ground's nice and clear. I was just putting palm fronds on the top so we have a nice little shady spot. And then we'd be done. We can go and get some food, get some water. Pretty devastating, I must say. But it's all right. They're just a simple structure, just to get out of the sun. But I'm going to get my hat back on and keep going. Check it out, my house. I've been busy. We got it fixed. It fell apart. We hit a wasp nest. There's a wasp nest in that tree over there. But it's got enough shade. We've got some dinner for tonight here in these pandanus trees, and some more over here. We've got it all cranking. We got a tree with paper bark so we can start our fires. So let's go and get some other gear together. We need to get some water, and we got to get some. I don't know. I found a tree I've been working on, and I want to show it to you. Let's do it. Let's go. Doing a bit of work with it already, digging it out. But I thought I'd come back with this and break a few of the remaining things from underneath, because I want to actually use this as a little bowl or some sort of tool. We could use it for heaps of things. So, well, I guess I'll come back to you when we break it free, eh? All right, let's just try and snap it out. That makes it much more easier to handle. Check it out, it's like a golf club. Look, it's like a huge ladle. How good's that? See, who said living in the bush is hard? Check it out, welcome home. All right, we just smacked this on the ground to try and snap it off the end. I think we've done a nice job. Let's clean it up and make it into a bowl. We might start a fire in it, all right? Burn out this little center core bit, and it should hold water. By the look of it, it'll hold water. But we're gonna find out. We gotta find water too, because that's very important, because I'm sweating like crazy. So we've got to go and sort that out. Let's go and sort that out now. Oh hey, didn't see you there. What do you reckon? That's pretty conveniently coming out nicely. And it's very solid down there. It's all knotted timber, so it's kind of like a hardwood. But it's not actually a hardwood, as you can see. Alright, I'm trying to find yams. So we've got these leaves that I'm tracing down through a vine in the ground. Basically bush potatoes. Good for food. Chuck in with the pandanus tonight. Whilst we try and cry ourselves to sleep with a swollen face because of the paper wasps. Alright, so we just upset the wasps. So we're going to go and find a job somewhere else to do for a little while, because I was trying to cut into the bottom of the pandanus tree to get a drink of water. So we didn't get really much of a drink, not really anything worth having. So chewing on the pandanus and drinking the pandanus, it's not working out too well for us. Water, so far, none. All right, look, check it out. We've got everything ready. Welcome to my home. So we're pretty much prepped for tonight. We'll start pulling out some pandanus leaves in a minute, but we've got to get our fire started, right? So, introducing our second tool. No, it's not a lighter. It's a striking stick. Bang, mag light. All right, so all in the primitive spirit. But we've got what we do need a fire for, not because it's hot, but because we want to burn out the inside of our little bowl here. So, let's get it started. So, you can see what I've done here. I've got a bit of paper bark from the tree over here, and made a little nest of timber, and let's see if we can get our little mag stick to work. Alright. A little Dolkin over here. You coming in, buddy? No. Alright, let's try it. There you go. So check it out here. What we're doing right now is we're actually in the bush. Actually, it's a survival challenge, but this is something cool I wanted to show you guys. Is we're trying to actually burn out the insides of this piece of timber here, because we don't really have any tools. Now this is the best way, or getting coals and dropping them inside, to burn out the inside of this timber so that we can scrape it away. Yeah, just a little handy tip if you're ever camping, want to make something cool. That'll go back on there for another little while, and I guess we'll start scraping later. What do you... Oh, hey, I'm just getting some more of these out. So we're actually going to start collecting food for dinner now, and been looking for yams, we've been looking for water. Haven't been finding a hell of a lot. So we're going to be eating pandanus leaves tonight, I guess. See what else we can find in the night time. Get a little bit of nutrition, a little bit of what's it called? We actually have found a few trees over here that we're going to show you, but the sun's going down now, so we're getting ready for bed. You can hear Dalkin off in the background. He's found something over there, but we got to go get him because he's going to be our little hot water bottle in the early morning, because we won't have a fire going all night. But we will get that burnt out and nice and done. We got little projects on our way. Things are coming along really nicely, I think. We just don't have any water. So let's go. Let's go get Dalkin. Dalkin, what have you found, mate? All right, check it out. We found some bananas. All right, really close to camp as well. We're going to come back to these. The sun's almost about to hit the deck. We're not far. Let's get back to camp and get things ready for tonight. All right, check it out. We found some water. So we thought we'd do a walk at the end of the day when it was not as hot. Just before the end of sundown, we found heaps of water. This looks like a natural spring. God, yeah. My head has been pounding. Oh, it feels so good. Oh, so nice. That water again. Oh, yeah. Ooh, yeah, lovely. Oh, it tastes so good. All right, well that's it, day one. I guess we made it. We have water, we have food, we have fire. We've kind of got a little bowl in progress, which I'm going to keep working on tonight. I'm going to keep chewing on my pandanus. We had a few bananas for dinner, but that's it. Survival in the bush. Let's see how we go. I don't know if we're going to get some sleep. I'm going to sleep on my hat as a pillow. Dalkin's floating around. I think he's just there, he's going to be sleeping with me tonight as well, so we're pretty comfy. I guess we'll work on it a little bit in the future, but let's see if we get through the night. If anything happens to me, you know you'll see it. But yeah, that's it. I'm going to enjoy this, and I'll see you in the morning. Yeah, we survived. Oh, it wasn't too bad of a night, to be honest with you. It's pretty comfy. Our fire's gone out. The sun's finally come out. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Well, it's not too bad at all. A little shelter. A little shelter's doing all right. And you see our faces swollen all to craziness. But I guess it's time to get up and get into the day, right? So what do you reckon? Not too shabby, huh? Day one completed. God, worse for wear, but survival challenge. Survival challenge. Success. All right, that sun is out. Let's go, keep going, and let's do a bit of an overview. I'm going to go and, I don't know, go for a bit of a walk, see what we can find, see if there's any food presenting itself. Oh, but it's nice and cold this morning. It's not too cold, but definitely necessary. But guys, that's surviving in the bush for 24 hours. Getting attacked by paper wasps, losing your shelter, eating from the land. I think it's all possible. I'm still alive. All right, can you see? We made it. We showered, we got to change our shirt. It's a good feeling. But I want to do a bit of an overview with you guys. Kind of what happened over the trip. What were some of the successes? Maybe we can change some things for the next time. What do you guys want to see next time? Do you want to go out for longer? Do you want to go back and do the same thing and keep building upon what we've got already? I don't know. Let's see what the future holds for us. But guys, I guess, what do you reckon? The beginning.
the beginning was a shocking time. If you go back and have a look, basically I started with the wrong mindset. I thought, it's 24 hours, let's just build this crap little shelter. And realistically, it wasn't anything crazy. It was still a crap little shelter. but I didn't put a lot of effort into structurally making it strong. So of course it fell apart after a good couple of hours of working. And you know what they say: if you're going to do a job, you may as well do it right the first time. We had to rip it down and start again. Now, once we started ripping it down, starting it again, and putting the palm fronds into the roof, we were basically done. That's when I disturbed the big pandanus that you'll see standing behind the shelter, pretty much leaning against the shelter the whole time. So once I started messing with that, they started to upset me. Oh well, I started to upset them, and you'll see that in the video. You'll see where I stop and go, oh, I think I've just been bitten by a freaking wasp on the face. And that was one of the first bites. And then we had many more to come throughout the day. We tried to get a desperation drink from the pandanus at the shelter by cutting a small slither into the base of it where it curves into the ground and try and catch some of the water there. Because I had a shovel, I had to smack the pandanus a few times. And I know that there's 2 pandanuses, but there must be 2 wasp nests as well. So we didn't win either one. We upset them and they came after us again. Props to the camera lady. Thank you so much. You are a weapon. But we got through the paper wasps. I was actually thinking about going to pack up and then move, but I just thought once they calm down and I don't annoy them again, then I'll be fine. So smacked out the roof and we were done. And then it was all about finding yams. I just wasn't having any success with the yams. And the time of day was just going down. And the thought process was water or food. I've got a little bit of food in pandanus, but I don't have any water realistically because that is not working out for me in any way, shape or form. So we ended up throwing in the towel with that one and going straight for water. And we walked for quite some time. And it looked like it was going to be a complete waste of time and I was just going to be cramping all night and just suffering from dehydration. Now, dehydration up here is pretty freaking serious. You need a hell of a lot of water. We ended up staying in that waterway for quite some time. And having a bit of a cool down, a bit of a swim. No, well, not really a swim, because wet clothes all night would have been sucky. I'm sleeping on dirt and gravel. I just kind of wet myself down, and we drank quite a bit of water. We did walk up and down the stream a bit, but you know, we deemed it safe. Now, I feel fine now, so it looked pretty good. There was nothing in the water. It looked like it was coming out of the ground. It was, there was a whole lot of things that kind of led me to believe that it was safe to drink. So we drank it. Well, I drank it. Camera lady, she was completely sustained and comfortable. Great time, guys. Absolutely loved it. After that, pandanus, didn't eat a hell of a lot of pandanus, but yeah, I think due to the dehydration, probably, I just wasn't feeling that hungry. So it wasn't great. We didn't thrive, but we didn't die. A bit more time out there. Maybe if we had another 24 hours or something, we probably could have done a little bit more. Maybe gotten a bit more food. Once we'd already successfully found water. Had a bit of a shelter, a shady shelter. If you notice, the shelter's a little bit different to a lot of the shelters you might have seen on TV shows. We're in Australia. Build a high roof with a breezy area. You laugh, and it's nice and cool in there. It was really nice and cool in that little shelter in between the little trees there. Still get a nice breeze throughout the whole time. Have a fire right there to keep the mozzies and the insects at bay. So yeah, it was pretty sweet. All in all, pretty sweet. I think it was a success. You let me know what you guys reckon. Yeah, thanks for staying to the end of the video if you did. If you did, you're a bloody legend. Love you all, guys. P.S. Dalton is over there, injured. but doing okay. He was injured when we got home from the bush, unfortunately by car. You can see he's kind of limping away there. But yeah, he's going to be okay, guys. We're looking after him. He's been to the vet. We got everything we need for him. So if you want to help me out, send some support, then shoot me a message and send me a love. But otherwise, you guys stay cool. And I'll see you in the next one, eh? See you in the next one.